Welcome to another video on the C programming video series for beginners. In this video, we will continue talk about the scanf function. We will see what type of value scanf function returns, and also we will see some different ways of specifying the format string. Now here, what I have done is I have defined two simple integer variables. I have called them as num1 and num2. And then with this printf function, I'm asking the user to enter two integers, reading those values and storing them in these two variables. And then I'm just displaying the values on the screen. Now here, what value does this scanf function returns? If I take the cursor on this scanf function that I have written here, then the IntelliSense will highlight that this scanf function returns a value of type integer. Now what is this value? The scanf function returns number of input items successfully matched and assigned. If any errors occur while taking the input, then this scanf function can return the EOF character. Now here, what I will do is I will create another variable of type integer and I will call this as result. I will store a value of 0 in this variable, and then whatever the value this scanf function returns, I will store that in this result variable. And after that, here I will display the value of the result variable. So here we will have the result variable. Okay. Now if I save this program and if I run this, what happens? Now it says enter two integers. So here I will enter 10 space 20 and then I will hit the enter key in my keyboard, and now you can see this scanf function has successfully matched 10 and it has stored that in this num1 variable. Then it has successfully matched 20 and it has stored in this num2 variable. It returns the number of items it has matched and assigned. So here in this case, it has matched and assigned two values. So the result variable, which is containing the return value of this scanf function, will display 2. Now what if the scanf function can't match the values? So here I will run this program again, and this time what I will do is I will enter the first value properly. So I will enter 50 and then I will enter a letter A. If I hit the enter button now, you guys can see num1 is containing 50, num2 is containing 0, result is 1. What has happened? I have entered 50 first, that has been successfully matched with %d format specifier, and this scanf function has assigned that value for this num1 variable. But after that I have entered this A, and this value does not match with the type of value that we have mentioned in this format string. So the scanf function is unable to match this value successfully and assign it to this second variable. So here the scanf function was successful in successfully matching and assigning one input item, and that's why we get the result as 1 here. Now what happens if this scanf function can't match a value in the beginning? Now here I will run it one more time, and this time I will enter A in the beginning and then I will enter 100. Now if I hit the enter button, you guys can see num1 is containing 0, num2 is containing 0, and the result is 0. So here in the beginning, this scanf function could not match the entered value, which is A, for this integer type of value, and that's why the scanf function stopped its operation and it has returned the value of 0, indicating that scanf function has successfully matched and assigned 0 values. So the result variable is containing 0, and we can see that here. Now the next thing that we see in this particular video is, till now we have used only the format specifiers as the format string here, but here you can use the text also. For example, if I want the user to enter a string hello before entering two integer values, then I can specify that here. So what happens now? In the format string, first the user has to enter hello exactly like this. H has to be uppercase, and then he can use a space or a new line, and then he can enter the two integer values. Now I will save this program and I will run this. So now for this scanf function to work properly, I have to enter hello first in the beginning exactly like this, and then I can use a space or I can use many number of spaces because we have a space in the format string. About this we have discussed in the previous video. And then I have to enter the integer value. So I will enter 50 and then a space, and then I will enter 100. Now if I hit the enter button, you guys can see num1 is containing 50, num2 is containing 100, and the return value from this scanf function is 2. Now some of you may think like, okay, here this scanf function has matched three values, hello, one integer value, second integer value, but this scanf function has returned a value of 2. Why? Again, here this scanf function returns the number of input items it has matched and assigned. So here it has matched this value hello, but it has not assigned that value to anything. It has assigned only two values. Those are the two integer values, and that's why this scanf function returns 2. Now here I will run this program one more time, and this time what I will do is I will enter hello in the beginning, and here the h is lowercase. In the format string I have specified h as uppercase, and then I will enter 10 and 20. If I hit the enter button, you guys can see the scanf function does not match any values. It returns 0. Why? It is expecting this capital H in the beginning. I have entered lowercase h. That doesn't match, so it will stop matching any other values, and then it returns 0. Now here, by using this particular method I have explained, you can make the user to enter any text. Now the last thing that we're gonna see here is, can we use this scanf function without assigning values to any variables? For example, can I use this scanf function something like this? It will match the string hello, and that's it. Now what I will do is I will save this program and I will run this, and let us see what happens. Now the program is running. It says enter two integers. I have not changed the message, so sorry about that. And here I have to enter hello. So it will be capital H E L L O, and then I will hit the enter key. The program runs. So it has successfully scanned for this string value hello, but it has not assigned that to anything. So the return value of this scanf function will be 0, that we can see here in this result variable. And of course the num1 and num2 variables are containing the value 0, which we have initialized in the beginning. Now I will run this one more time, and this time I will enter some other gibberish text in the beginning, and if I hit the enter button, again the scanf function does not match this, and it has not assigned any values, so it returns a value of 0 that we can see here in this result variable. So this is it guys for this particular video. I want you guys to experiment with this, and if you make any mistakes, let me know in the comment section. Again, thank you for watching. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button. If you have anything to say, write that in the comment box. For more tutorials, subscribe to the channel.